What's up guys, and welcome to day 16 of Hobby Maxing. Today's hobby is going to be journaling. I used to journal all the time and I kind of fell out of it, but I feel like this is a perfect time to start journaling since I'm in a very transformative part of my life. I feel like moved to a new state, live in a big city, a little bit more isolated than usual. Recently had to have some pretty tough conversations with people close to me, a lot of internal reflection, and even through this Hobby Maxing series, learning different things about myself by doing a new hobby every single day. Even yesterday, sitting there for 7 hours making a collage art piece, I found my brain wandering. So I think I'm going to give myself a couple prompts and write on that, and I'll reflect on it through the video.
Okay, so the prompt that I chose to write on was, who am I when someone misunderstands me? And the first thing that came to me was, well, it's not me at all. It's the projection of the person who is misunderstanding, because being misunderstood hits a very specific wound for me, because I've spent a lot of my life having my reactions interpreted without anyone trying to understand what was underneath of those reactions. And I found myself thinking a lot about how much I've grown as a person since my teen years, but how that doesn't make me immune to judgments from other people now. And I've been thinking about the difference between someone disliking something I do and someone deciding what that behavior says about who I am as a person. And I'm pretty comfortable acknowledging that I have emotional reactions that I'm still working on, and I don't expect myself to be perfect. What I think bothers me more is when someone interprets a reaction or a behavior without really understanding the context behind it, and then turning that interpretation into a judgment about me as a person overall. And I think I'm pretty sensitive to that because I care a lot about understanding people before I judge them. Because if I'm being honest with myself, I am a very judgmental person. And I think we all have parts of ourselves that aren't particularly pretty, like our insecurities, our defensiveness, anger, assumptions, all these character defects that are literally second nature. I don't think that having those parts makes us bad people. I think it makes us human. What I think matters more is what we do after that initial judgment. Do we decide that our first impression is the complete truth about someone? Or do we try to understand why someone behaves the way that they do? Because for me personally, I don't think that maturity is never judging anyone ever again. No, it's recognizing when you're judging someone and being willing to question your own judgment. Understanding that you're seeing one small piece of one person's story just like they're seeing a small piece of yours. And I am not perfect. I still fall short very often. But I think that's the part of growth that matters the most, at least to me. It's not becoming this perfectly evolved person who never has an ugly thought or reaction ever, but becoming someone who is aware of those parts of themselves and chooses not to let them influence how you treat the people around you.